This news tonight. By tomorrow, about 80 million Americans will have received one of those $1,200 stimulus checks. One payment processor says much of the money that's already been collected is being used for food. But tonight there are concerns about the supply chain for feeding Americans. Hundreds of workers at food processing plants in 5 states have been infected, forcing several to shut down. As Dean Reynolds reports, the ripple effects are being felt from farms to supermarkets.
At the JBS meatpacking plant in Greeley, Colorado, 78-year-old Saul Sanchez was feeling sick, but his daughter could not convince him to stay home.
My dad was an amazing, humble, hardworking individual. He'd be like, they need me, they're short-staffed.
Sanchez died a week ago from coronavirus. 30 others at the plant, now temporarily closed, have tested positive. A similar story is emerging at the indefinitely closed Smithfield plant in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, which processes up to 5% of America's pork. More than 300 workers there have tested positive for COVID-19, all critical workers in a food chain that is now being stressed. Caitlin Woak is an industry analyst at the University of Notre Dame.
We're seeing so many disruptions across a number of different product categories, particularly meat and dairy products throughout the supply chain.
Consumers are experiencing some shortages due to hoarding, but there is food. The main issue is distribution, as more workers get sick. At the other end of the chain are the grocery workers. Dozens of them have died from the virus, and their union says 3,000 are out sick. The disruption adds up to more of an inconvenience for consumers right now, but it could get worse. It could mean more severe shortages. Julianne Potts of the North American Meat Institute.
We've got to figure out a way to keep operating both for consumers and for producers and the animals that they're raising.
But many crops are not here for another reason. Farmers are destroying them to avoid a surplus, which would drive down prices and create another problem along the food chain. Nora?
All right, Dean Reynolds, thank you.